Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Eat, Sleep, Suplex, Retweet.
We're all here, the four of us here. It's drafting time for you and I. We'll have a good night and we'll win the draft. We're back. It is season 15 of the fantasy draft. It is probably our shortest season. It feels like Survivor Series is quite near the end of November, and we'll be starting like the first week of December and finishing like the end of January. It's like about a 7-week season. I think it's going to be rapid. It's going to be pretty quick, but that's what makes it so fun. I'm joined by the usual Saturday Draft Live boys. Scott, how are we doing tonight?
I am doing well. I'm here despite my internet's best attempts to keep me away from this. I've got the massive spotlight behind me because I'm hoping to put the spotlight back on myself and become a 3-time winner, much like yourself, Jack. And let's fucking go.
Absolutely. And speaking of shit internet, Dave, welcome back. You're hosting again and you're back drafting again. How are we?
Yeah. I was on holiday, had to undergo some renovations, but Wi-Fi's still shit, unfortunately. But doing the best I can, and yeah, I am also hoping to get my third win in the draft. One of which was a tag team win, of course. So it's all about the diversity here.
And as you do see, it's party time. We have a listeners league, former listeners league, and now a main league winner since he joined the podcast. Ryan Party Time Dalgleish. Welcome to the Draft Winners Club, my friend.
It's absolutely brilliant. Honestly, if I could describe my feeling right now, it's like imagine ADHD and then feed it Coke. That's how I feel right now. It's so good back here. And while I've got the spotlight, Jack, just one wee thing. I just want to say a good thank you to Stephen for this opportunity. Thanks to my mum, my dad, my brothers, my fiance. Thank you so much.
Right, Ryan, why have you come dressed as a shit bloody John Lennon tribute act? First you were Elton John on one of these shows, and now you're John Lennon. Like, what is this running look you've got for these selection shows?
I mean, no one else makes the effort. Someone's got to do it.
And one thing in common between Ryan Dalgleish, John Lennon, and Elton John, they're all probably smackheads in their day. So let's continue with the draft now. Like, we're all smackheads, and we'll crack on. As usual, it is a snake draft. You've got your 3-2 split. You can pick your tag team whenever you want. You've got to pick from the WWE roster, the AEW roster. Ring of Honor championships don't count the draft as usual. And yeah, that is about it. Let's get to it. So, our first drafter for season 15 is former draft winner himself, the forgotten draft winner of past, some may say, in the shows of previous, Ross McLeod. Welcome.
Hello. Yes.
Good man.
I'm joining you here from my kitchen, Scott. It's nice of your face and only your face to join us this evening.
That's all you need. This is all you need.
Ryan, I thought James R. Kennedy had been involved in a horrible accident. My God. I mean, you've talked about thanking your mum and your dad. I mean, I wish your dad did what David Haughney did last season, and that's pull out. But anyway, Dave, nice to know you're joining us from your Airbnb there, the most generic-looking apartment since the most generic-looking man. But anyway, and Jack, you're looking lovely this evening.
You're a good man. You're a good man.
But anyway, first pick, I said let's move it along. I'll go tag team. I'm a traditionalist. Let's go the Usos.
And there we go. I am not surprised to see the Usos go off the board so quickly, Ryan. They are in such a prominent season. It looks like they won't be at least losing anything until WrestleMania as far as those tag team belts are concerned. So I think that's a very, very smart choice to take off the bat.
Oh, yes, definitely. They're involved in probably the biggest storyline in wrestling right now. And most importantly, they will be there.
Will they?
And they will be there. So our next pick is Gary. Unfortunately, Gary cannot join us. So I can confirm that Gary's first pick, Scott, is Drew McIntyre.
Makes a lot of sense, yeah. Yeah, always a strong pick for the Rumble. That's all my analysis you're getting from me. Let's keep this going.
Andy Mitchell was up third. Andy Mitchell, you're next. You're muted, unfortunately, Andy. Oh no, what a disaster.
Production issues. What is going on? How are you doing?
Wayne Wilson, how are we doing, my man? How are we?
I'm good, yeah. Who the hell's this jabroni sat in the middle with his daft haircut and his sunglasses. Oh, he's the winner.
It's a fucking weapon. That's what he is.
At least you recognise it.
That's what I thought it was David Campbell, but then I realised he's got more taste.
Hey, Andy, who's your pick?
Right, because I'm getting to this early, I'm just going to steal him straight away. I'm going to go with Sami Zayn.
Oh, now one day. I'm not surprised he drafts so high.
I mean, he was a last round pick last time. He's a first round pick this time. He was very high on appearances last season, though. I mean, maybe Andy's onto something. Maybe knows something we don't know.
And well,
maybe I'm onto something. You mean?
We do have our Listeners League winner as former winner of the podcast, David Campbell. I promise there was no rigging in this, but unfortunately, David Campbell cannot be in attendance this evening. He was on a holiday. He's on a flight back from said holiday, and he has picked someone from Listeners League that he's got a very strong connection with, a strong affliction to. Yeah, it is none other than the man that will be representing him this evening, Robert fucking Shaw. Robert, how are we doing? It's good to see your face again, my friend.
How you doing? All right?
Very
I'm
well.
good.
Very
Hey,
well.
Robert.
You've been given the illustrious task of picking David Campbell's team. I understand he sent a list to go through it all with you, so I assume you've got a pick there ready for us.
I do have a pick, but before I do it, congratulations, Ryan, on winning it
Thank you.
season. I hate to say it, but I have got to say congratulations, and congratulations to my man, the GOAT, as well, for winning the Listeners League. I really feel sorry for Stuart, though, but it happens, I suppose. Anyway, let's go into this. The GOAT's first pick is the new China, Rhea Ripley.
Oh.
A very interesting pick to see off the back. She hasn't wrestled much. She just came back wrestling recently and was in the War Games match. Ryan, a prominent fixture of Judgment Day. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, Rhea's been needing that we push back into that main scene again, and she's been getting recently with both involvements in the War Games and Judgment Day. So, strong pick here.
Absolutely. And Dave, you are up next. You're fifth. So who are we taking?
Excellent. Let me see. I'm going to go with the Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair.
Oof. Bianca off the board so soon, Scott. Probably going into a wee program with Rhea Ripley there. A champion straight off the bat.
Yeah, well, I guess she's one of those picks you're stupid if you didn't take her when you had the chance in the first round. So, well done to David Haughney. Moving on.
And it is my selection now, and I am going to go A-Town down. Austin Theory will be in my team, David.
Smart. I mean, he's had a bit of a resurgence. He's become the United States champion for the second time now. He's all business now. It's all about him now. If he gets regular matches and appearances, maybe a few title defenses between now and the Rumble, it could certainly prove to be a fruitful pick.
But we do have Grant McRobbie next. Unfortunately, Grant cannot be in attendance, so he's asked Scott, his fellow East meets West co-host, to make his selection for him. Now, Scott, if you could please enlighten us as to who Gary Grant's first pick will be.
Ah, yes, the very fate of his season is in my hands. Let's see. Well, he lost out on Sami Zayn. I was very much at the top of his list, so that's gone. There's a top singles pick and a tag team that's still available. Who do I pick for him? We'll go traditional and give him his tag team that he wanted. It is Damage Katarl, made up of Io Sky and Dakota Kai.
A great pick. One that maybe could have went sooner, as we've seen how well he did for you, Ryan, last season as a singles pick. But as your tag, it's a good one to get off the back and eliminates that kind of women's field there.
Honestly, I'm just raging, but fair play. I'm surprised it took so long. I don't know what the rest of these are doing, but yeah, great one.
He's wearing a big fucking tie.
Stephen Wilson, your turn to draft next, my friend. Come on in.
Yeah, going back to David Campbell quick, I love how he's picked a man who's got such an affliction for that he incorrectly recognised him at my wedding. You know, couldn't even spot him. Just started shouting at some random guy. Well, not random guy to me, but Yeah. Just can't even show up. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get drafting. I'm going to look over to my wall. Over here, I've got some wrestling Funkos up here. I'm going to go for one of them. Unfortunately, I can't pick the Macho Man, Randy Savage. How great would it be to have him in the draft? I'm going to go with someone who, after Saturday night, has got both eyes on the Royal Rumble to become the first two-time Women's Royal Rumble winner. I'm picking the man, Becky Lynch.
Great pick. They're also just coming off the back of her return. Who knows what the future has in store for Becky? But Scott, you're up next. You're getting to draft next. My friend, who are we going for?
Me already. Let's see. Do I want to go the traditional route or? No, I'm gonna go away from tradition and go the tag. I'm gonna go with a singles pick early on, and I'm gonna go for Ring General Gunther.
Someone I picked last season, Dave. It worked well to begin with, but then after Clash at the Castle, my team just wanted to go on holiday. Hopefully, Scott will be hoping that Gunther will be going on holiday during this week's short season.
Yeah, I mean, Gunther did very well for you, especially when you had the captain on him. He was making regular IC title defenses. I mean, I imagine there's going to be at least a few if there's given the schedule up until the Royal Rumble. I mean, he has been a bit quiet recently, but a few more defenses should get him going again.
And Ryan, you get to have a first round pick and a second round pick now. So just give me both. Who are we going for?
The absolute luxury of being in 10th place, Jack. But we're going to start it with Ronda Rousey.
Interesting. Ronda Rousey, current SmackDown Women's Champion.
And of course, the first second round pick will be Bayley.
You can fucking have her. You can fucking have her. After what she did to me last season. And
I was going to say it was a popular pick you would have thought off the bat last season, but lost like 3 or 4 title defenses and lost 4 games too.
Useless woman. But it's good. It's fitting you took Ronda Rousey, Ryan, because given your dress sense, you clearly don't give a damn about your reputation.
Scott, it's your time. Who are we going for again for round 2?
So now I'm going for a tag team. I need this to be a fruitful season. It's a season with many points, but most importantly, fill a scissor in. Give me the Acclaimed.
Damn it.
The Acclaimed have arrived in Scott's team, much to Dave's dismay. It seemed, and probably to a lot of people's dismay as well. But that is just the way it is, unfortunately, Dave. You should have drafted them earlier, but the Acclaimed, I'm sure, will be a great selection for Scott McLeod. But we move on to Stephen, who comes back in.
Yes, much like I am the head of this podcast, I thought it might be appropriate to pick the head of the table. I'm picking the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
A great choice there, I think, Scott, just for the fact that he's not going to lose. Scheduled to face Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble. I'm sure that appearances will be a plenty for him coming into this kind of season. So a good points getter potentially for Stephen there.
But unlike most picks, we're not sure if he will be there, so you're just going to have to wait and see.
But you're going to be picking again, Scott, but this time for Grant McRobbie.
Yes, I will. So we've got Damage Guitar all out of the way. I think, well, we're going over to the AEW side where Grant likes to do. Let's go for a man who could come out of this season with some gold. Kenny, by God, Omega.
Kenny Omega, obviously, currently losing 2-0 in this Best of 7 series for the Trios title here, Ryan. But you know, to be honest, this is something might need to. I assume when if they get a win, that won't actually be a title win; it'll just be a normal win, and then whoever wins at the end will be. I don't know how the Best of 7 series will work, but we'll find out. But Kenny Omega, who will be wrestling for a good wee while anyway, is I think a great pick for Grant.
Yeah, definitely. Return to television, and if he's got this Best of 7 series, then he's going to be wrestling.
And I am arriving next. I am picking the not the interim AEW Women's Champion, the now new proper AEW Women's Champion. I am going for Jamie Hayter. I
Nice.
think
Good for
I
you.
am very happy with that, Scott. I think that's quite a good one to get off the bat.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it's
So an analysis
good.
show this Saturday. Move it along.
Right, cool. Dave, you're next.
Yep, I think it's time I got a tag team on the board as well. So I'm going to take Kenny's two pals, a team that's been very good to me in past seasons, and they're going to do it again. It's the Young Bucks.
There we go. Part of that best of 7 series that are down to an all. But when Grant gets a win, Dave will get you a win. So you'll be very, very happy at that.
That's the plan.
Time to bring back in Robert fucking Shaw.
Andy's
to
fuming
make
right now.
Campbell's next pick.
Right, okay, the GOAT's next pick. If the WWE was near PG, it would have the same middle name as me. Seth fucking Rollins.
Here we go. An interesting one with just losing the US title. What was the direction for Rollins ready to go? But we do know Rollins is always a good person to have on your team in this draft. Next up, we do have Andy Mitchell to come in. So Andy, come on in. Who are we going for? I see you're a bit angry with the Haughney for taking the Young Bucks.
I was expecting it to be like not a big pick, but it's really thrown me off. So I'm going to pick. This might be just a pure shot in the dark, but I'm going to go for Cody Rhodes.
Saving that.
Absolute shot in the dark,
was saving
indeed,
that.
especially Rumble coming up could make his return. It's a risky one, but sometimes, Dave, in the Royal Rumble season, you've got to take a risk.
Yeah, it's. I think Andy's hoping that Cody performs big in the Rumble. He's been penned as the favorite to return and win the Rumble, and it does get you big points. But is it worth the risk if he doesn't show up until the Royal Rumble pay-per-view itself? That's what I think maybe his downfall. So
next is Gary, who has sent me his text, and he was just recently eliminated in this World Cup tournament, but seems to be going in another direction with Gunther at some point, maybe after it. Braun Strowman finds himself in Gary's team. Oh, that's sad. That's very, very sad. That just happened.
That did indeed happen.
Ross, you're coming in now, my friend, to make your next 2 picks.
Yes, coming to you live from David Haughney's Airbnb. I'm going to
Still
take
better than the Tulip Hotel.
Right. So did I get 2 picks just now?
Yes, you get your second round and your third round pick.
Okay, second round, we're going to NXT. I'm going to take Braun Breaker.
Very nice.
Yep.
And we're going to stay in NXT, and I'm going to take Mandy Rose off the board as well.
Oh,
interesting.
Double whammy.
Andy Rose did serve somewhat well for me last season, but still surprisingly able to keep the Women's Championship. Will she keep it this season? We will need to find out. But is Gary next? He sent me his pick. He is going for the tag team of Butch and Ridge Holland. The Brawling Boots find themselves in the home of Gary. He's going very SmackDown Live right now. It's very, very interesting. But I assume this program will continue for Brawling Boots. So that's a very good thing. We bring back in Andy Mitchell.
I'm just having a look. That Young Bucks has really thrown me off. So I am going to go for a tag team, and I'm going to go for the Brawling Brutes.
We just had Brawling Brutes.
I've got pure short-term memory. I do apologize. I wasn't listening. Right, I've messed that up. I'm going to go with. Has Kevin Owens been picked yet?
No, he's not. He's not.
Kevin Owens.
There you go. That's a.
There you go.
Dave, I'll come to you here because obviously, he's also picked Sami Zayn, and these two, even probably not directly related just now, they'll definitely cross paths in the lead up to Royal Rumble, especially if the one's potentially running against Roman Reigns. So this could be a very good points getting machine for him here now.
I think appearance-wise, yeah, definitely, and especially if KO is going to have to work his way through the bloodline to get to Roman, he could pick up some points here and there.
Absolutely, and Robert Shaw will now come back in to give Campbell's next pick. Who have we got?
Has to be the next guy. It's AJ Styles.
Oh, he don't want none. Dave did run scared because he didn't want none last season, but he's back this season. So that's the only kind of wordplay I've got for AJ Styles theme music this time round. But Dave, it is your time to shine. Who are we going for?
Okay. Well, the Brutes have already been picked, so I'm going to go with Sheamus.
Oh, there we go. Very nice, very nice.
Good choice.
Ryan originally slated to face Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble, but it seems plans have changed. But Sheamus is so over right now. There's got to be something for him coming. I mean, he'll be a prominent figure on SmackDown, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely involved ever since the face turn. He's been doing really well. So, great choice from David.
And I'm going to take a tag team, and I'm going to take the returning Anderson and Gallows. I'm going to take the OC as my tag team. A bit of an unknown entity, I think. I think it'll be a bit of a risk. I don't know what's going to happen, but truth be told, when AJ Styles came up the table, I remembered that the OC are a tag team, Scott. So that's why I picked them.
That's why this is the moment when you get on his team, Wilson, and harass him. I know the Ring of Honor belts don't mean anything, but ask him, does that mean Gallows is never openweight championship? He's got a defense in December 14th.
Someone that would like that is Grant, but unfortunately that doesn't happen. But you get to pick Grant's next day selection, Scott. So we go.
No, Grant fucking hates Anderson now. But we've got a pick here, someone prominent in AEW. So someone who Braun Breaker's uncle would talk about a lot and say, he's fair. Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe.
I was so confused there. I thought you were continuing as if it was a quote with Samoa Joe in the name, and I was like, wait, what? What's happening?
Samoa Joe, you go one-on-one with me, you got a 33 and a 3% chance to win. So yeah, Samoa Joe.
Was it Ring of Honor TV champion? Obviously doesn't count, but he has just won the TNT championships. That will count in his defense. So that'll be very good for Grant there, I think. And time to bring in Stephen Wilson for his next pick.
Yes, 4 members of the Bloodline have already been selected. Let's get the final one off the table. Solo Sikoa.
Fucking prick, man.
I think that's an excellent pick. He's got Roman and Solo. Solo's been wrestling a bit with Sammy. He's always kind of there about the Bloodline segments. He's going to be keeping the Bloodline together as much as he can, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm just raging. I don't want to talk about it right now.
Well, Scott, you'll need to talk to us then because you've got to make your next.
I don't have to.
Unfortunately, aye.
Well, I'm making it a hat trick, lads, because I've got 2 champions on my team already. Now I'm going for a third. And I'm looking to get back into the swing of things in this draft. I'm looking to prove that I'm better than you, and you know it. He's got a tail defense schedule for winter is coming. First successful defense on the board, at least for this season. Maxwell Jacob Freeman, the devil himself.
NGF, a great pick. This helped me win a season before. Maybe it'll help you in your third season, Scott. We will wait and see. But Ryan, you're getting to make your third and your fourth round pick now.
I'm raging. I've got 2 women in my team, so I need to change up a little bit. So I'm going to go a tag team, and that'll be... Do I want a tag team? I'm going to go with Toxic Attraction.
Ooh, clever.
Was it?
And the hunt back for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships, but even if they lose, they could be coming up to the main roster anytime soon. So it's very, very interesting. I'm sure they'll be there, as you say, Ryan. But you get me your next pick.
Yeah, well, they go for a man this time. Or I should, at least anyway. And I'm going to go with Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, the first male of the Judgment Day group has been taken away. Dominic Mysterio, obviously, you've taken away from his mammy, but I'm sure you'll do well in your team, Ryan. Scott, it's your time to shine. Who are we going for?
Well, I think given this split, I need to start getting some female picks on the team. And speaking of Judgment Day, I'm going to talk to a woman who's had issues with Judgment Day. I'm going to take Mia Yim.
Excellent. I recently returning Mia Yim to WWE is involved against Judgment Day, was in War Games. A bright future ahead, perhaps. We will wait and see. Grant, it is your time to shine, my friend. And as I say that, it's Scott's making the pick. Oh, it's not Stephen. It's Stephen.
Grant was a bit soon.
I'm reading the spreadsheet wrong. Stephen, come on in.
Screw job by you lot. Never recognised by having good draft picks and nearly screwed up. Oh my god. Fuck's sake, Jack. I've got 3 WWE guys, or 3 WWE personnel so far. I'm going to go over to AEW, and I'm going to pick the All Atlantic champion, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
Oh, there you go, Orange Cassidy. As the All Atlantic champion, it was a championship that was defended in dark for quite some time, but has kind of came into prominence in the TV shows, so that is certainly an interesting pick to make. Scott, you can now pick a great selection.
Okay, remind me, like, so far we've got Damage Guitarol, Kenny Omega,
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe, is that it?
Yeah, that's in Grant's team, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. So I'm going to look for a woman for Grant's team going down the list. So, yeah. Let's go for Tony Storm.
Oof, here we go. Just lost the belt to my David Haughney, but I'm sure she'll still be in and about and amongst it on AEW. It's my time to pick. And seen as one member of Judgment Day, I will take another. I will take Finn Balor as my next pick. I feel it's someone that'll be prominent on Raw still, even though it might conflict. We'll see a bit. I don't know. We'll wait and see. But I think it's a good one to have in time for the Royal Rumble anyway. Dave, it's your time next.
I better pick up on the female picks before they start disappearing. So I'm going to delve into the NXT pool here. And considering what's coming up in this season, I'm going to take a bit of a gamble. And I'm going to go with Nikita Lyons.
Oof, that is a gamble. Indeed, is it a gamble you take in this particular season with the Royal Rumble coming up? We'll wait to be seen. But Dave, I'm sure you feel very happy with that pick anyway. But it's time to bring in Robert Shaw again.
Hello. Right. Next pick for the GOAT is going to be a tag team, and it is the Viking Raiders.
Oof. They have certainly came back on the hunt, and they certainly seem to be demolishing everything in the path, especially with Hit Row. What? Where am I getting Street Row from?
Street Profits you're thinking of.
Because of fuck anyway. Aye. Right. Andy Mitchell's next. Come on in.
All right. I'm making sure this hasn't been shouted out yet. Just don't want a Brawl and Brute situation again. But I'm surprised they haven't been picked. They are currently in Death Triangle, AEW's World Trios Champion. I'm going for the Lucha Brothers.
There we go. This is one that's interesting because, as we said, they are currently 2-0 up against Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. What you could probably see happening, I guess, is they'll win this week and then they'll probably lose the next 3 and then I'll go down to the last 7th and that'll be your win. But we'll wait and see. It'll be good for. Well, actually, it starts next week, the points. So probably it won't be a good start. I don't know. We'll wait and see. I don't know. But I am doing Gary's selection for his team for this round, and he is taking none other than the almighty Bobby Lashley. He was obviously on my team last season, Scott, and lost the US title. And kind of really didn't after that. But who knows? Royal Rumble season and crap.
Yeah, they could also anytime now start up the feud with Brock Lesnar again. They seem to leave it open-ended, so you never know.
Absolutely. And it's time to bring back our first draft, Ross, to bring in his next 2 picks for his team.
Yes, first of all, Kwaku Aji has hired me as the Tulip Hotel marketing department, and we would like a retraction of Dave's previous comments about our establishment. But before that, I'm going to pick my next pick, which is Riddle. I'm going to take Riddle as my next pick. And then, I believe it's round 5.
Yes, that's correct, yep.
I will take the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt.
An interesting one. Someone that's not wrestled yet. Ryan, he is in this kind of weird program with LA Knight. I'm sure he will fight at some point. We'll wait and see. But Bray Wyatt's always been an unknown entity, hasn't he?
Or a 0-pointer.
He's not going to get 0 points. He's not going to get 0 points. But
Very hard miss.
this pick is for Gary Kerr. This pick is also special because it's picked by my good friend Ollie. Ollie, if you're watching, hello, my friend. How we doing? You're a good guy. Mick Beale, got to be happy, right? We are. He is picking for Gary Alexa Bliss, another woman that's needing picked, and as the women's picks are running thin, it is running on Gary's team. So Gary will need to make a women's pick for his last selection. After he's got Drew, Braun, and Bobby Lashley, so he will need to make a women's pick for his last round. And it's time to bring back in Andy Mitchell.
How's it going?
Hello.
I am going to go, because I've not picked any woman yet. I'm going to go with Raquel Gonzalez.
You just got hurt there.
AKA Raquel Rodriguez.
Fucking hell, Jack.
That's what I say. Fucking hell, me. It's fucking hell, Stephen.
Well, it's not the first time Stephen's been a bit premature.
It's time to bring back in Robert again to make Campbell's pick. Robert, who are we going for?
Right, Goat's going for a woman this time. He's picking somebody that was very successful on before, Shayna Baszler.
Someone that's kind of recently came back into prominence, Dave, and this kind of new weird alliance with Ronda Rousey, which seems to be the absolutely right way to go, and it's good to get back in TV.
I'm surprised they've not teamed up together until now, because they're mates in real life. They both had the MMA backgrounds. Shayna needs this definitely to give her a bit of a resurgence.
Agreed.
Well, you get to make a pick again, Dave.
Oh gosh, yes. Let me see. I'm clutching at straws a little bit here. I'm just trying to think who's going to benefit the most. So, you know what? Let's go for the NXT North American Champion, Wes Lee.
Oh, a wild card pick. You need to say it's one that says I don't think he's ever been a pick in the draft ever. I don't know what to say.
Well, he's been a pick as part of MSK.
Not a singles pick, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was meaning to say. It's an interesting one. It's certainly an interesting one. But it's time for me to make another selection. And I am going to go for the other women's champion in AEW. I'm going to take Jade Cargill.
Oh, I hate
Jamie
you so
Hayter and
much.
Jade Cargill. Oh, it's very nice. It's very nice indeed. Scott, you're getting to make Grant's next selection.
Don't talk to me now. Don't you talk to me.
I can't believe overlooked Jade Cargill.
I think that either in this pick or the next one, Grant needs a woman, because I think he's only got one woman on his team so far.
Just Tony Storm, yeah.
I'm trying to keep track of his team and my team at the same time here. Has Cora Jade been picked?
No.
Well, then Grant's taking Cora Jade then.
Well, there we go. Someone that's another NXT pick that's been going there. Great. I will say, Ryan, something I'm surprised. There's quite a few more NXT picks than what I would have thought being made for this
Yeah.
season. Also, we do have the
coming up,
NXT pay-per-view that is coming up, but what then? It seems maybe a short-term point strategy. Who
There
knows?
also seems to be more involvement with NXT and the Rumble last couple of years as well, so that might be another reason.
Absolutely, but it's time to bring in Stephen again to make his next selection.
Apologies to Andy for cutting him off. Apologies about the Jack for getting blamed for that one. I am the only person to pick a tag team, so I have free reign of the rest of the tag teams, which is not really a good thing because there's not really many left there that would get some wins. Not Street Road, definitely going to go with them. Tony Khan hates FTR, so I don't think I'll go with them. With you guys mentioning about Deadline coming up, I don't know if they've got a match scheduled for it, but I'm going to go with the NXT Tag Champs, Pretty Deadly.
Pretty Deadly. I say we don't know what's in store for them, but as another champions to take every chance of defending the pay-per-view, or at least find about the pay-per-view. I think a good pick to have. So, Scott, it's your turn, my friend.
Yes, indeed. Now this week, we don't know the entrance in it, but one big thing about Deadline is that big Iron Survivor match that's coming up. So I'm going for a pick for NXT who I think should be a shoe-in to win the men's one. I want Carmelo Hayes.
Melo Hayes. I think the main roster beckons for Carmelo Hayes soon. So we'll wait and see. But I hope for your sake, Scott, that Carmelo Hayes does win that tournament for you. It'd be very nice. But Ryan, it's time for yourself. You've got to pick your 5th and your 6th round.
Yeah. My last shot at this, so I need to take advantage right now. Even though I am the king of the draft last season, I need my queen. My real queen is in the other room, but in the wrestling world, I have Charlotte Flair.
Oofed.
Risky.
Certainly a risk.
Round 5, shut up.
Who's your round 6, my man?
Oh, I never got as far as that. I need to pick a man now, so I'm going to go with Karrion Kross.
Interesting. He has said he'll come for the Universal title in his time. Well, his time be this season? Probably not. So we'll move on. Scott, it's your turn, my man.
Oh, see, that's the thing now. I need a female pick for my last round. And I think a lot of the big ones have been taken. I had my heart set on getting Jade Cargill at this late stage, but you made sure that's not going to happen. I'm trying to think. We got the women's, Royal Rumble coming up. I'm trying to think who could have a great showcase in that. We also got the women's Iron Survivor. This is bollocks. Give me. I'm going to go back to NXT. I'll give her a second chance. Zoe Stark.
Oofed. A second chance. Indeed, after turning on Nikita Lyons, it's like the two SDL boys going hammer and toe for that one. And we'll absolutely wait and see what's going on. But Stephen, you're coming in to make your last pick.
This is annoying because I came into this draft, I think I was going to go to the final round and I was going to go either one of two wildcard picks, Cody Rhodes and Charlotte Flair. Andy and Ryan, Jesus. So this is going to fall so flat in comparison. Got to think of the Rumble. I'm going to go with somebody for the kind of Raw side of things. I'll go safe. And I'll go Asuka.
Oofed.
Asuka, fucking hell. I assumed she was already picked.
Asuka, a safe pick indeed. I picked her this season. Last season, sorry, didn't really work out the best for me, but it might work out with Rumble coming in, so we'll wait and see. Your time, Scott, as my computer it seems to have frozen, so hopefully I'm still here for Grant to make the next selection.
Okay, Grant McRobbie can go either way in this last one in terms of a male or female pick. And looking down his list, he got a lot of decent last round people still available, but I think I'm going to go for a male pick. And somebody who could be going after the trios in the future or even the All Atlantic title, Malachi Black.
Fuck.
That's
exactly who I was wanting to take. Oh, because I think he's going to win the shit.
It's just me who thinks that maybe I've given Grant a slightly better team than I have.
That's why you don't do this.
Well, if anyone else is going to win this, I'd rather it be my East West co-host because, he's out of everyone in this draft, he's one of a handful I don't actively root against.
So I've got to make
a decision. And
I don't have a fucking Scooby. That's Jay. That's from me for 6. That's absolutely
Don't worry, Jack. It's not as if for live or anything. Take your time.
I know. That's the thing. I'm really annoyed with myself. Right, fuck it. I don't know who I'm going to take. This is complete, utter panic. I know, but fucking whose game is it? It's LA Knight's game. Actually, no.
Oh.
Oh, hang on.
No. I'm taking Santos Escobar.
Oh. Sneaky bastard.
I'm taking Santos. I think he will beat Ricochet in the tournament.
I don't know about you guys. I heard LA Knight, so
yeah.
No.
I mean, Jack, this could backfire, by the way, because I think that final with him and Ricochet is this Friday, and the points aren't counted yet. So this could fuck up for you before the season even starts.
Don't worry about it. It'll be a good pick anyway. But Dave, maybe you can take LA Knight, Dave.
No, actually. Because as far as I'm aware, not all of Judgment Day's been picked. Am I correct?
You're correct.
Yeah.
Damien Priest.
Well.
Dun, 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 dun.
I think that's for round 5 pick. You can't argue with that, to be fair. Can't argue with that. Robert, come in for Campbell, please.
Just a wee second there, guys. I'm in the middle of talking to the GOAT right now for this last pick, since he's now off his plane.
We really do need a countdown clock on this fucking show.
If you don't choose within the 10 seconds we choose for you.
Right. He's basically his last pick is Corbin. Baron Corbin.
That's a good one.
He's been taking on a hang with JBL right now. Did he not? Did he lose Akira Tozawa?
No, he's having a weird interaction with
Akira Tozawa. Lost a casino game to him or something, didn't he?
Aye.
It's time to bring in Andy Mitchell.
How's it going?
Hello.
Yeah, I've got one final pick, and it's one wrestler I'm picking, and I'm going to go with Liv Morgan.
Oofed. That's one I was kind of forgotten about as well, especially with the Rumble and full throw. Someone you can expect to have a good performance there, I think. It is Gary to come in next, and he's going to take someone that has returned alongside the Viking Raiders. He is taking Sarah Logan.
I
don't know how that...
Valhalla, yes.
Aye. I was about to say, is that her name? I don't know.
Yeah, she's now Valhalla.
I don't fucking know anymore. It's like I don't even watch the thing anymore.
Part-timer.
But yes, it's now time for Ross to come and make his last selection.
Oh, but we unfortunately have lost Ross, but I'm trying to message him now.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, well.
We'll be doing the...
There we go.
Oh, there he is.
There we go. I'm just going to have to take a wee second to look at the last round selections, because fuck me if I've seen any of them.
Right. Ross, I will say that it's your last pick, so if you can give your last pick and your captain and team name, we'll just do that all at once for now.
Right, okay. I'm going to go... I need to pick a female, so I'm going to pick Nikki Cross.
Excellent.
Wee mental Nikki.
Cross. I don't know what my team name's going to be. Hey Diddle Riddle. There we go. Hey Diddle Riddle. That'll be my team name. And we'll go with the Usos as the team captains.
I think a very, very good safe captain.
Too late.
Bring him back.
I'm gonna save that for a captaincy change. Let's kick the season off with Braun Breaker as my captain.
Obviously, the NXT pay-per-view in mind for Ross there. He's taken Braun Breaker as captain with Hey Diddle Riddle. Gary is going to be Team Viscera, as usual, as expected. We can't argue
of course.
With that. And his captain is going to be Drew McIntyre, which I think is pretty much as expected as well. With what's going on, and we'll bring in Andy next. Andy, you've got your team of Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, Lucha Brothers, Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv Morgan. So your captain and your team name.
My captain is going to be Sami Zayn, and my team name. I'm not going to go with financial advisor, Vince McMahon's financial advisor, because last year it done me wrong. So I'm going to go with Ryan's wardrobe.
Ryan's wardrobe. Excellent, very good. Oh, that's a nice team. That's good. I know to Ryan's dress sense. I'll bring in Robert to come in. He's been the representative for David Campbell this
No,
season.
no, there's no Robert Shaw.
Oh,
There's no
hello.
Robert Shaw. The plane is just dropped.
There is Robert Shaw. The
Thank
two of
you
them are
so
here.
much. Thank you so much, Robert. You've
Not
met
a
my
problem,
assistant manager. I'm
Pleasure is all
podcasting.
mine, mate.
I'm podcasting from a plane. Who knew? It's worked out really well. Team Goat, Captain Rhea Ripley. Goodbye.
Excellent. See you later on. What a lovely guest appearance. That's worked out so nicely. Robert,
VIP.
a pleasure to see you on this again. Thank you for doing that for Campbell as
No
well.
worries, mate. Pleasure being on.
A lot.
Good seeing you again.
Cheers, Robert.
Maybe you'll come back next season. Who knows?
Maybe. Since Ryan's the only person that Ryan's not beaten here is me so far.
That's a very good point.
That's very true. That's very true. We'll see you later on, Robert. Thank you very much. Dave.
now fuck off back to the Listeners League. Where you belong.
Dave, you've got Bianca Belair, Young Bucks, Sheamus, Nikita Lyons, Wesley, Damien Priest. I assume it's still the West End Country Club.
You assume correct, and my team captain is Bianca Belair.
There's no surprises there. I have Austin Theory, Jamie Hayter, the OC, Finn Balor, Jade Cargill, and Santos Escobar. I am going to start with my captain as Austin Theory, and I am going to call my team, as the same as last season, the 3 times Kings of Drafting.
Because that worked out well before.
I mean, yeah, but it's still not changed. It's still a 3-time, baby. That's how it works. That's how we roll. Right, as Scott, you're doing it for Grant.
Yeah.
Who's his captain going to be out of Damage Control, Kenny Omega, Samoa Joe, Tony Storm, Cora Jade, and Malachi Black, and what's his team name?
Well, I did message. I realised that halfway through the stream, I was like, oh, I should message him and ask him. I don't know where he freaking is because he's no messaging me back. So this has been thrust upon him. Let's just keep his name of What the Funaki from last season because that was a fun name. And I'm going to make this captaincy decision for him, which I think he'd be stupid if he didn't make this on his own. But given how much they scored individually, let's give him the captaincy of Damage Catarl. I think it makes the most sense.
An excellent choice, I would say, for Grant. You've done well there. Stephen, now you're coming in, my friend, for Becky Lynch, Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Orange Cassidy, Pretty Deadly, and Asuka. Who's your captain and team name?
Captain, I think it's safe to go with Roman Reigns for the start of the season anyway. See how that goes with him. And team name is Papa Trips Loves a Steak Bake.
Papa Trips loves
All hail Papa
great.
Trips, by the way. All hail Papa Trips.
steak.
Papa Trips loves a steak bake.
Right,
That goes for
excellent.
team. That best team name so far.
Scott, you're in, my
Yes.
friend. You've got Gunther, The Acclaimed, MJF, Mia Yim, Carmelo Hayes, and Zoe Stark. Your captain and
Absolutely.
team name, please.
Well, I got to beat my captain because everybody loves The Acclaimed. And my team name this season will be Sesame Daddy Draft. All caps, please. All caps.
All caps, okay. I'll put that in all caps for you. Is that me, Daddy Draft? Excellent. I'm not one I'm looking forward to seeing when I'm on the show. But that's a
You will see it with all the gusto that it deserves.
Not as bad as some of the last leagues won last season, so.
Ryan, you've got Ronda Rousey, Bayley, Toxic Attraction, Dominic Mysterio, Charlotte Flair, and Karrion Kross. Who are we going for?
So the captain will be Ronda Rousey. And the team name will be Party Time with Rigorous Dancing.
Party
Oh, for God's sake.
Time. I assume he's dancing. I'm like, I can't see this.
I'm sorry.
Jesus, you
Rigorous.
make David Haughney look like Buddy Fred Astaire.
With some rigorous dancing or just with rigorous dancing?
With rigorous dancing, let's not put a quantity on it.
Okay, excellent. Right, cool. And there we go. That's us sorted. That is season 15 of the draft selection show finished. We will be all here on Saturday. We'll be giving an analysis and a breakdown of the team selections and who we think's made good picks, who's made shit picks, who are favourites to win. And yeah, then we'll be back on the season as normal. The Listeners League, we'll talk about them the week after that, and we'll be doing our teams to beat. And then next thing we know, it's the end of the season, and we're talking about Royal Rumble. So that's how it's all going down. Thanks for joining us in this very, very quick, very, very snapshot version of the draft stream. Hope you all enjoyed it and had a good watch. Thanks, Dave. Thank you for coming on, and welcome back to the draft, I guess.
Thank you for having me back. The West End Country Club has reopened for business.
Scott, as always, thanks for being here and doing the draft with us.
Yes, it's been a pleasure for you to have just my head on the stream.
That's all we need, mate. That's all
All
we
you
need.
need is head.
Nah, you certainly fucking do, Dave. And Ryan, cheers. You've won last season. Can you win it back to back? My initial guess is probably not.
But I'm enjoying myself, and that's all that bloody matters, Jack Graham.
I have been Jack Graham, as he said, and we'll see you on Saturday Draft Live. See you later on.
See yous.
Bye.